Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome. How's everybody doing today? Phil here, live on the stream for a full day of streaming. In fact, this is my 8th straight day of full-time streaming. Woo! With no time off, but that's fine. It's been fun. It's been a good time. It's not like we haven't been having, a lot of good positive stuff going on. It's actually, in my opinion, been completely the opposite. Where we've really been having a lot of fun. With all the stuff going on, a balance of Sekiro, along with other things like MLB The Show, and Super Mario RPG, and Blackout, and other stuff. It's been a good mix, okay? And I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have really enjoyed the last, 8 straight days. Finally, tomorrow I'll have a day off, which I need. I need a day to recuperate, and quite frankly, I need a day to prepare for my travel, which is coming up this weekend. I got a few odds and ends and things that I need to pick up in order to prepare for this trip to Connecticut. So, good thing I have tomorrow off from streaming. And then I'll be here for 3 more straight days of crazy amounts of streaming before I'm off on my trip, okay? I will review all of this today on the pre-stream in just a moment. Excuse me, I'm burping like crazy here as I'm trying to talk. What's going on? But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Today is April 2nd, 2019, so thank goodness we can now say, oh, thank God it's over. And what I mean by that is April Fools. You always get so much shit that happens on April Fools Day, people trying to mess with you and whatever. And just as I expected, the internet was rife with this kind of crap. Some of it was lighthearted and funny. Other was just kind of silly and stupid, to the point where no one would believe it. So, at least it's over. Now we can be back to business as usual. And today we've got a full day of gameplay streaming lined up. Here on the stream, we're going to start off with, yes, more Sekiro. Going to be doing more of that today. I was on the fence if I was going to be playing Sekiro again, but it seems like the one thing everyone's demanding, they love the fact that as I play, I fail, but then I persevere and I win. The salt levels have been high, and it's hilarious because sometimes we get people in the stream chat massively defending the game when something actually concretely happens on the stream, like the camera getting stuck and stuff like that. I don't know. Some people just are such fanboys of the franchise that they're just afraid to admit that the game may have flaws that could be improved for the sequel or for the DLCs. That's right, user error is when the camera gets stuck in the wall. That's user error, okay. But anyway, I'm excited anyway, because as of yesterday, I unlocked a new ability to dive underwater. And so this means I'll be able to go back and check out a lot of stuff in the game now that I didn't do previously. If you remember, there were a lot of water areas, rivers and stuff that I could swim in. And I'm going to go back and check all those areas out and see what we can find. Already I found 2 rare items. I found some kind of fish bait, and I found a carp with red eyes, and I have his eyes. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all these items. But I'm assuming if I keep searching underwater, I'll find some good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do primarily first today. Go to all the water areas of the game, dive in, and see what I can find. Okay? And then, we'll continue on, we'll progress on with further into the game and see how it goes. Okay. Go defeat the underwater boss. Are you serious? There's an underwater boss? Oh my god. If that's true, that's crazy. There's an underwater boss. Okay, so anyway, 4 more hours of Sekiro today. I'm absolutely sure that we're going to have rage, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. I'm sure of it. Okay? Then tonight, we're going to be doing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout, and originally I wasn't going to do this. However, today apparently there's a major update for the game. I'm actually going to check right now and see if it says there's an update. No, it says I don't automatically update it overnight. That's good. So, there's a new map in Blackout. After 6 months, that's right, I'm not kidding, 6 months. The game came out in October of last year. They've released a new map for Blackout Battle Royale. And this is going to be pretty interesting to jump in here and see how it goes. Because I've been playing the same map, you know, for so long now. And not to say the map's bad, it's actually a really good map. And even though I've been playing it for freaking 6 months, I'm still not bored of Blackout, which is kind of funny. But now we're going to be checking out something completely different. All right, I don't know how the hell this is going to go. It's probably going to be chaotic is what I'm thinking. Because if we're in a giant prison, all, you know, running around and trying to fight each other, I can't imagine how it's going to turn out. So we'll see tonight. It's going to be fun. Finally doing Blackout on a new map. So that's tonight's late stream. All right, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time or, you know, usual time. Then tomorrow I'm off. As I said, tomorrow is my day off to spend time with Kat and run a lot of errands. We've got a lot of stuff we need to do before our trip. And we will be, you know, getting travel supplies and the like. So that's tomorrow. Then I'll be back on Thursday with another full day of streaming. It's going to be more Sekiro, followed by MLB. MLB has proven to turn out to be a really cool chill stream game. I played it on the weekend. I think it was Saturday night. It was really fun because I was getting better at the game. I was actually, you know, getting hits and even some home runs and stuff. And we were just kind of chilling and talking with each other. And it really filled the time, like, perfectly. It really was, like, a really nice, relaxing stream where there was fun progress as well, plus tons of interaction. So I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I hope that you guys loved it. I'm going to be doing more of that Thursday night, okay? Then on Friday, ladies and gentlemen, very important, the Big Birthday Bash Marathon. 12 hours of streaming, all right? This is my final major effort to raise tips in order to pay for my taxes. As much support as you guys could lend, I would be very much appreciated if you could show up. Just show up, first of all, and hang out with me all the course of the day. But also, if you can, you know, support and help me out in this time of need, I'd be very, very much appreciating that, okay? So, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, going until 10 p.m. or later Pacific time, all right? 12-hour gaming marathon. What games will be played? Sekiro will be a major segment of this, probably 3 to 4 hours, no lie, a giant segment of Sekiro during this marathon. MLB will be played probably for about 90 minutes. That'll be more of a cool-down session after Sekiro. Modern Warfare Remastered will be played. And that's going to be probably in the middle of the marathon, maybe around 2 hours. And then to close it, Black Ops 4 Blackout, which was the big hit of the last marathon that I actually did a couple weeks ago. People really seemed to enjoy the Blackout because it was fun gameplay plus me just constantly interacting and talking with you guys. So it's kind of a good balance because in there you've got games that are very action intensive where I really won't be able to interact with you that much, but then a couple games that are very much chill games where we can relax and talk, okay? So that's going to be the marathon, all right? I cut out the games that you guys did not seem to enjoy last marathon, all right? So hopefully this turns out well. Of some other things I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be having a tip goal during the stream and a tips bar that will slowly fill up over the course of the 12 plus hours that I'm streaming to show how close to the goal we've gotten, okay? So it's going to be pretty fun and pretty awesome, and I hope that you guys are excited for it, and I hope that you'll come out and be supportive. The Big Birthday Bash Marathon on Friday. Then on Saturday, it's my final day to stream, and it's actually my real birthday, April 6th. All right, there are going to be 2 streams that day. It's going to be the return of Apex Legends Co-op. Myself and Brian will be playing. I'm not sure if Kekken's going to be here. I've been trying to contact him the last few days and have not been able to. So he's kind of MIA. If he swings back to the streams in the next few days and says he's available, then it'll be me, Brian, and Kekken. If not, we'll be looking for a third, and I'm sure we'll have tons of candidates who will want to join us. So that's going to be Saturday's main gameplay stream, okay? And then Saturday night, if I haven't beaten it by then yet, will be more Sekiro, okay? If I have beaten it, then I will probably do something else. What? I'm not sure. I want to do something that's going to be entertaining and fun for you guys before I go on my trip to Connecticut. So maybe it'll be more Blackout. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll do Sekiro if I haven't beaten the game yet. But if I have, then we'll do something else, okay? Now, by the way, one thing that I do want to say about Sekiro, if I do beat it, before my trip to Connecticut. I don't know if I will or not. Some people are saying I'm getting close to the end, and considering I'm playing it today, Thursday, Friday, and possibly Saturday, I may beat it. I am very strongly considering doing a second run through the game. Reason being, now I understand the game mechanics way better than I did the first time around. And I feel that if I went through the game on New Game Plus to do the other opposite side, because this game has 2 endings with 2 separate versions of the ending bosses that are completely different. So I would consider going through the game a second time, okay, to do the opposite side ending. But I'm probably not going to do it right away. And what I mean by that is I'm probably not going to do it immediately after I beat the game. I'll probably do a cooldown, maybe a month where we do other stuff. And then maybe as we get more towards the more deader times during the summer, then maybe do a second run through Sekiro to see the opposite side ending. Okay. So I'd be totally okay with that if that's what you guys want. So we'll see. Let's see how long it actually takes me to beat the game and everything. The way I'm seeing it is I think it would be really sweet if I could finish Sekiro Saturday night. Like, how awesome would it be if that final stream before I'm gone for a week is me defeating Sekiro, epically fighting the final bosses and getting through and persevering and everything? That would be the perfect way to end everything, right? My fundraising efforts for tips for the taxes and everything. That would be like the perfect session to just end it. But I don't know if I'm going to get that far realistically. Okay? We shall see. All right. And then basically starting Sunday, that's it. I'm out of here. For about a week, I've got like two full-time travel days to fly across the country. And I've got a few days I'm spending full-time in Connecticut with my parents. Kat's going to meet them for the first time, and we're going to spend a lot of time together. And I will more than likely take some pictures while I'm in Connecticut to share with you guys on the internet, on Twitter and Instagram. So at least there's something, and I'll let you guys know how the trip is going via Twitter so you know how everything is, rather than me being completely dead silent for a week. I know it's going to be very weird because I'm here almost every single day. And this is actually very odd that I would take time away like I'm doing, but it's very important. It's necessary. As my mom said it best, better for me and Kat to go out there and meet and have Kat meet my parents and have us spend significant good time together while they're still in good health or decent health before things start going wrong, because they are getting up there in age and they do have some medical problems and we don't know if and when things are going to happen. Eventually they're going to, right? So why not go out there now while we absolutely still can and have a good time, rather than wait till the worst case scenario, right? And I agree with my mom. I think that makes perfect sense. And that's why she paid for this whole trip, so we can actually go out there and see them, because they were basically saying, well, if we wait for you to be able to afford it, who knows if it'll ever happen, so let's make it happen now. So it's going to be good, all right? And I certainly hope that during the week that I'm away, that you guys and gals will at least head over to DSPGaming on YouTube and check out stuff maybe that you haven't watched yet. I would hope this would be a week where, you know, people will be watching the on-demand stuff constantly, because there's really no live streams, all right? And I'll probably make a quick video for DSPGaming to explain all this to them, because a lot of people don't watch the pre-streams and won't even understand why there's no gameplay, all right? But then I'll be back the next weekend, all right? I'll be back the next weekend with a lot of stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is a podcast where I'm going to come back and tell you everything that happened on our trip. I'll tell you about the fun stuff we did, how the travel went, you know, what we did with my parents, what Kat and I did in Connecticut together, the stuff that I showed her and stuff. It's going to be a fun, like, podcast. It'll be a great way for me to catch up on the week, because I'm sure I'll have missed out on gaming news and everything for the week. So it's going to be an interactive kind of podcast deal, first thing back, so that you guys can get caught up on everything and I can get caught up on stuff, okay? I almost never do podcasts anymore, so this should be pretty fun to do. Then I'll get right back into full-time gameplay streaming. What will I be doing? Well, if I didn't finish Sekiro, obviously that'll be what I resume. While I'm gone, the Phoenix Wright collection will have released, and I'm going to start playing Phoenix Wright 3, which is, I think, called Trials and Tribulations. That's going to be a new ongoing playthrough, okay? And I think I'm going to start up Donkey Kong Country 3, which is the third one, obviously, in the Donkey Kong Country trilogy on the SNES, and I didn't play that one yet, so I'll probably start that up as well. So it's going to be a balance of all that, plus, of course, you know, plus, of course, all the chill gameplay that you can expect. Blackout, Minecraft, you know, etc. kind of mixed in there. So it should be a good return. Plus, remember, in April, we've got Mortal Kombat 11 and Days Gone releasing near the end of the month. So even though I'm gone for a week, when I come back, things should be pretty entertaining and fun, and it should be a good month overall, okay? Should be good. Okay, so that's the schedule, guys. I know that's a lot to swallow. I mean, the main thing to focus on right now is, you know, the next few days. Today's going to be fun. Tomorrow I'm off, but then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the final 3 days, the big push, the big marathon, my actual birthday. Please, guys, if at all you can come hang out with me on stream, I'd appreciate it. And if anyone can actually contribute via tips to help out with taxes, I greatly appreciate it, because it's the last chance for me to try to make a dent in this, okay? Fair enough? Okay. Parasoft saying, didn't you need money last year for taxes? Yeah, not the same taxes, dude. Money last year was because I had back state taxes because my last tax attorney completely screwed me over. This year I need federal taxes because I had to put all my money towards the state taxes, so I have no money for federal taxes. There you go. But, you know, if you paid attention, you would know exactly what's going on instead of asking these questions in the stream chat. Alrighty, so thank you, everyone, for being patient with that. Hopefully that was informative for you. Now let's move to the plugs segment, shall we? Thank you, everyone, for everything. And by the way, again, I'd like to say special thanks to the patrons in the month of March who pledged and supported me on Patreon.com. Actually, it's going to be tonight. I'm going to take some time to message all of you, because it took, I think by now, all the patron pledges for March have processed. I need to double check that. I haven't yet. So tonight, at some point, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look and send private messages to everyone who pledged to my Patreon in March to let you know exactly what you need to do to get your perks for the month, okay? And then once you send me that information, I'll send that off to my webmaster and have all that upgraded, etc. And we'll go from there, okay? So if you are a patron, a current patron, thank you for your help and support, and I will be messaging you hopefully tonight. If you're not a current patron, give it a look at patreon.com/darksidephil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks. In particular, one of the best perks is the ability to nominate and vote on games for special events. And guess what? A special event is now coming up. I'm about to announce a new subscriber goal for the month. All right? I'm going to do that today. So you'll know in just a moment what benefit you get for being a patron, okay? But there's other perks as well. I won't go into them. Just give them a look, patreon.com/darksidephil, and thanks to anyone who pledges, okay? Number 2, we've got a Teespring shop where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, great quality stuff. I can attest to it because I own a ton of it, and I've owned some of it now for over 2 years, and it hasn't faded, hasn't worn out. Great quality shirts. In fact, today I'm wearing one. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts. This is the graffiti design. This is one that has a whole bunch of mannerisms, memes, and sayings that I've said over the years in my 10 years as a content creator. All right, just one of many available. By the way, multiple colors, multiple different layouts. They're not just like blue with white. You can get a bunch of different stuff. Go give it a look at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Anything that you buy helps me out, and you guys get a cool collectible out of it. All right, thanks to anyone who does check that out and actually buy something. Fair enough? Great. Now, also, if you're here live on the stream and you would like live interaction during the stream, if you either cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I will give you a verbal shout out. Keep in mind, this is Sekiro. It's a game that's very action and attention intensive, but I will do my absolute best to give you a shout out between the action, okay? As you can also see, we have a leaderboard with top cheerer and top tipper up there. So if you're the top cheerer or tipper of the day, I'm going to get you up there on the leaderboard for extra recognition, okay? In addition to that, we have a sub goal. This is the first time we've had a sub goal in 2 months. What is the sub goal? Ladies and gentlemen, if we hit 600 subscribers this month, which we can do, we're starting off at 540. So I'm very confident that not only with the continuation and conclusion of Sekiro, the marathon on Friday, new games like Mortal Kombat 11 and Days Gone later this month, I'm confident we can hit 600 subs this month, okay? If we hit 600 subs, I'm going to be doing a viewer's choice event. This is the first time I've ever done this. I've always done patron's choice. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing viewer's choice. How does viewer's choice work? Well, it's very simple. If we hit 600 subscribers at any time this month, I'm going to allow you, the viewers, to nominate and then vote publicly on games for a full playthrough coming up in the next couple of months. And more than likely, it would probably be either late May or June. And reason being, because we need time for people to nominate and vote on the games. okay? The way it works is everyone will be able to nominate and vote, not just patrons, okay? So how will this work? More than likely, people will be going to my forums to nominate games, all right? And then I'll have public polls via straw poll where people can vote. It's going to be very simple, all right? I'm just going to do all this work behind the scenes and set these things up for you guys to nominate and then vote. It's going to be fun. Now, I will say this. If you're a patron, if you actually are a patron of mine, I haven't forgotten you guys. In fact, patrons are going to have priority when it comes to nominating and voting on games. Because here's how it's going to work. There's going to be a public nominations thing where I'm sure I'm going to get probably a whole bunch of people coming in and nominating games. But for patrons, exclusively, you're going to have your own nominations thread on my forums. And those games that are nominated and ends up being, say, like the top 1-2 games nominated by patrons will automatically get into the final poll. So you may have at one side the public viewers who are nominating, and there's like, you know, tons of nominations, and finally they narrow it down to like 1 or 2 to hit the final poll. Patrons, typically, whenever I do a patrons event, there's like maybe 15, 20 people who nominate anything. And those are also going to make it to the final poll. So you have a much increased chance to get the game you want to see me play actually be played if you're a patron, okay? So there is some incentive to become a patron. And still a benefit to being a patron, okay? That's right. It's kind of like a nomination privilege where the patrons get priority nomination ability, all right? So, this should be good. So, what we need to do, we need to hit 600 subs this month. If we do, this event will happen. I'll set it up. And as early as late April, because if let's say we hit it by the 3rd week of April, then I'll set all the stuff up to do. We need to hit 600 subs at any point during the month. If we hit it, boom, I'll set it up immediately and we can start going on this, okay? So, it's going to be great. I mean, and it could be any kind of game. Think of all the games that people have nominated over the years. There's been action games, platformers, RPGs, visual novels. I mean, so much shit. I mean, people have been asking me to play games like Danganronpa 3 for the longest time, right? This is the opportunity for people to get those games into a poll and have a public vote on it and see what ends up winning, okay? I'm just trying to think. Knights of the Old Republic. That's a game people have asked for forever, right? You know, there's great, ample opportunity to get in on these games, okay? So that's the goal for this month. The Viewer's Choice event. Full playthrough starting, you know, probably late spring, early summer. That'll go over the course of the summer. It'll be great. I hope you guys will consider it. I really enjoy these Viewer's Choice playthroughs, so let's make it happen. All right, please consider subscribing. So finally, some incentive to subscribe. If you sub to the channel, you guys already know you get many benefits, like access to all of the awesome emotes. Recently, we just added the 2-parter dabbing emote, as well as many others that have been added over the past several months. You don't have to watch advertisements when I run them if you're a paid sub. And you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing sub. So many benefits to becoming a subscriber. Please consider doing it, and of course, making that Viewer's Choice event happen as well. Fair enough. Now, right now, guys, the best way that you can support me because of this tax situation is tipping me. If you tip me right now, that's going to help the best because tips can go straight towards the taxes coming up. So please consider tipping me. If at all you care and you can, it's the best way to help out. There's 2 ways you could tip me. Below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar you can click on. That'll take you to my PayPal tips page. If you don't see that button, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That will bring up a link that you can click on. And that'll also take you to the PayPal tips page. Some information about tipping me. Number 1, you do not have to have a PayPal account to tip me. That's a misconception. You can actually use a debit or credit card and send a tip via the stream, all right? Another thing is you don't have to do it via the stream. The link there, it's just streamlabs.com/darksidephil, works at any time. You'll get a shout out during a live stream if you do tip me, but you don't have to do it during a live stream. And then last but not least, you can do it anonymously. If you're afraid of contributing and having a backlash of people trying to come after you for contributing to me, which happens sometimes, I'll be very honest, just do it anonymously. Just don't put your name in. You can just say anonymous. And then no one will know who it is. I won't even know who it is. So it's great. All right. Please consider contributing. Thank you very much, anyone who has. All right, guys. Now it is time. Now it is time to begin with shout outs for those who have already contributed. So let us do so. All right, so we start off with overnight. We had someone named Purple Penny who took me $2 asking me if I've used a guide in Sekiro, and the answer is no. I've answered this multiple times. No, and not at all. The only help that I've gotten in Sekiro is directly from the stream chat during the streams, period. If anything, what happens is I get very worked up versus certain boss fights. Like the first Guardian Ape boss fight, I died a bajillion times to it because I was very agitated at the fight. And I'll be very honest, my office has been so hot lately because it's actually warmed up significantly here in Washington State. We've had a lot of sunny, hot days. And this office heats up to about 85 to 90 degrees during the afternoon. And it's way too early for me to put the air conditioner into my window, but I get the feeling when I get back from Connecticut, I'm going to have to. Because at this point, it's getting, like, unbearably hot in here. So, for example, the other day, I died to the Guardian Ape about 20 times. Then I took a 20-minute break. I went in to talk to Kat about the boss and everything, kind of relaxed a little bit. Came back, played incredibly reserved, meaning I just ran away from the boss pretty much nonstop. And I beat it on the first shot after the break. Immediately, idiots. Oh, he's using a guide. He cheated. He looked at the video. No, I didn't. But you can say whatever you want. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the playthrough for you to be an idiot and spam the stream chat saying that I used the guide. I didn't use a guide at all. I haven't looked up a single thing in regards to this game at all. I've just relied on information you guys provide me live in the stream chat. I'll give you an example of this. I saw people talking about this corrupted monk boss like days ahead of when I actually ran into him. And people were saying, gee, as long as he doesn't use the divine confetti to destroy the boss, it should be a fun boss. So when I got to the boss, I fought it a few times, and I was like, man, I'm not really doing any damage. I wonder if the divine confetti will do anything. I used it, and basically what happened is you do slightly more damage, and it seems like when it blocks, it also takes damage. Now, I didn't know at the time, but the way to actually beat the corrupted monk is to get it down by about a third of its life bar, and then its poise, or not poise, what's the word in this game? Posture. Its posture bar then starts to stagger and fill up. So really, you're not trying to damage the boss. You're trying to damage it enough so then its posture bar fills up. Then you can start parrying effectively, and you can get that death blow to kill it. All right? Now, I didn't know any of this. The second I said, oh, let's try divine confetti, just based off of what someone had said like 2 days ago in stream chat, Phil's using a guide. He's using a guide. No, I'm not. Again, it's all based off of stuff that you guys are telling me live in the streams. So, you know, you can say whatever the hell you want. It doesn't change facts. All right. All right. Moving on. So let's see here. Infinite55 resubscribed for 17 months overnight. Thank you very much, Infinite, for that long-standing support. I appreciate it, sir. And, by the way, good to see you back yesterday, because I know we haven't seen you for a while. Then someone named Mugman tipped me $1 and says, Phil, you might have heard Cuphead is going to be ported to the Switch on April 18th. And along with that, a major DLC is releasing with new bosses, weapons, and charms. And Miss Chalice as a playable character. Are you going to check it out? Well, I'm trying to remember. I played Cuphead on the Xbox One, because I believe it was exclusively an Xbox One game at the time of its initial release, right? And what you're saying is that DLC content is going to be releasing on April 18th. So the first thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go put Cuphead DLC onto my calendar. Hold on, everyone. I'm going to do this right now. Okay. Okay, so I put it on my calendar. So at least now I'm aware that it exists, okay? What's going to happen is when I come back from Connecticut, like I said, I'm going to be starting up a lot of stuff. Definitely Phoenix Wright 3 and, you know, Sekiro if I haven't finished it yet. What we'll do is maybe later that week see if people are interested. If they are, I would consider buying it. If it has significant new content, I would consider buying the DLC. Cuphead was a very challenging game. At the same time, it was a very fun game, and I really enjoyed playing it. So I absolutely would continue You know, or that game. I mean, it's a long, what, year and a half? A year and a half after the game came out. But I would consider playing it if you guys want to see it. Alright, so... Doppelganger says, Cuphead has no DLC release date unless it's just on the Switch right now. Well, I'm not rebuying the game on the Switch. Just being honest here, I'm not. If it's DLC for Xbox One, then I would consider it. If it's you have to buy the whole game on the Switch, I'm not doing it. That's a waste of my time. I don't need to replay the whole game. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Golden Colts did a 100-bit cheer and then another 77-bit cheer. So thank you, Golden Colts, for the overnight cheers. I appreciate that. So now moving on to people who contributed during today's stream. Okay. We actually start off with, hold on, Ratchafan, who tipped me $10 and said, I've got a couple of amazing concerts coming my way. Breaking Benjamin is coming up on the 8th. Then Disturbed will be here on July 28th. So damn, I'm excited. I wanted to see both of these bands for a long time, and now my dream will come true. That's cool, Ratchet. In fact, I like both those bands. I've owned albums from both of those bands in the past. Yeah, back when I actually used to listen to music and buy music, if you can believe it. Ratchet Fan 12. There we go. So, that's cool. Those are both bands that I've listened to and liked. And, you know, being in concert, pretty sweet. Good, you know, I hope those turn out well for you. Hope you enjoy them. Okay? Very nice. Thank you for the $10 tip. You're the first tipper of the day. Get you up on the leaderboard there. Hank. What's up, Hank? He tipped me $5. He says, any chance on a return to Subnautica, or is it permanently on hold? Let me put it this way. It's not going to be on hold forever. I am going to eventually get back to it. But what I found is that other games, like, for example, I just started playing MLB. That stream ended up being so much more entertaining because I could interact with people while I was playing the game. Like, Subnautica, I can't really. It's more like people just trying to tell me where to find stuff. And then me very chaotically and stressfully trying to find the items without getting attacked. And I'm not giving up on the game. I swear to you, I'm going to get back to it. And I would like to eventually beat it. Especially considering the amount of time that I already put into it. It would be kind of stupid for me to never go back and try to beat the game. So yes, Subnautica, I am going to go back to it. I am going to try to beat it. When? I can't promise you. Will it be in April? Yeah, probably. I'll probably get back to it sometime in April as a chill stream. Okay? Ratchet Fan also tipped me another $5. Says, have an awesome set of streams today. Thank you very much, Ratchet Fan. So that actually gets us up another $10. So we're up to $20 in tips so far today. Thank you, everybody. All right, Sluggo Jones is subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, Sluggo Jones, for the subscription. Appreciate the support. Guy tipped me $1 and says, did you finish Sekiro? No, I did not. And, you know, I'm playing it at my own pace. I'm enjoying the pace I'm playing it at. I do feel that if I played it more than I'm playing it, that I would basically want to rip the hair out of my head and not want to play it anymore. So that's why I'm playing it at this pace. And, you know, I'm slowly but surely advancing, beating the bosses, and moving forward. Okay? Thank you for the tip, Guy. Omnipotent Mr. Dr. Profusi did a 50-bit cheer. He's a maximum truth, minimum bullshit. Okay, there you go. And Mr. Messi, nice name, subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you, Mr. Messi, for the sub. What I would like to do here is check on sub count, because we just got a few new subs, and I'm curious if the subs have gone up or down. Let's see. Subs are at 543, excuse me. So 543 out of 600. Oops, I've hit the wrong button. 543 out of 600. We're trying to hit 600 subs this month to make the Viewer's Choice event happen. So thanks to everyone so far who has subscribed today. What I would also like to do before we begin, I would like to give a shout out to those who have cheered so far this week, which have been yesterday and this morning. So let's go through the cheer leaderboard and give credit to those who have contributed via cheering. All right? So far, we have a tie for 9th place between Swaggins and Timbo Slice. Thank you, guys. In 8th place, we've got Vote Democrat. In 7th place, Bulletproof. 6th place goes to Mozales. 5th place is Golden Colts. 4th place is Uzi Go Hard. 3rd place goes to Appa Peacock. 2nd place is currently Yoshino Lover, excuse me. And in 1st place, Straight Cash Homie. Very good. Okay, everybody. So there you go. Thank you very much for your support this morning. And I think it's now time to begin with Sekiro and see how we do today. Like I said, the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to backtrack a little bit and go to all the areas of the game with water that I can swim in and see if I can find items that are hidden around there, because I believe that there are quite a amount of items hidden underwater in this game. And that's going to be my first priority. All right, then we're going to head back into the story. You know, I believe at this point, we got to go back to Kuro and give him the, what was it, the shiny stone thingy that we found in the monk's cave, and see what he has to say about that, and go from there. In fact, I also want to see what I can do with my ninjutsu weapons, prosthetic tools, whatever you want to call them, because I found some rare crafting items and stuff during yesterday's session. So, all right. Shout out to Guy who tipped me another $1, and he says, "What part of Sekiro are you in?" I just defeated the corrupted monk, and I've done everything else up to that point that I'm aware of, and I just obtained the ability to swim underwater, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. I'm going to try to swim underwater and find all the items that I can underwater, and before we progress on with the game, I want to make sure I'm getting everything. So, thank you, Guy, for another $1 tip. Sluggo Jones did a 1,000-bit cheer. What is going on with this Tawny Hacks who's spamming the channel? Tawny Hacks, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you can now get banned. He's spamming the channel with nonsense. Okay. Sluggo Jones did a 1,000-bit cheer. It says, "Can't wait to wake up Friday morning, grab an ice-cold kickstart, chug that bad boy down, and kick back to enjoy the big birthday bash. 10 out of 10 content on its way." All right, thank you, Sluggo Jones. You're the top cheer of the day. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. The 1,000-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Sluggo. And then Yoshino Lover did a 500-bit cheer and said, "Good luck in Sekiro, man." Thank you very much, Yoshino Lover. I appreciate that very much. You almost made top cheer. You were literally trumped like less than a minute beforehand by Sluggo Jones with his 1,000-bit cheer. So, all right. All right, everybody. So again, thank you very much for your support. I think it's now time to begin with Sekiro. Caver said, "How was the tuna casserole? Did it have pasta in it?" Yes, that's a key ingredient in most casseroles is pasta. I had elbow macaroni, and it was good. It's actually way less creamy and calorie-filled than a lot of other casseroles. It's pretty much just tuna, a little bit of cream of chicken soup, elbow macaroni, I forget what else is it. Oh, peas, some peas, and some melted cheddar cheese, but it's very light on, like, it's not tons of cheese, it's not tons of creaminess at all. It's more like a pasta dish than anything else. So it's got a lot of carbs, but it doesn't have a lot of fat. So, it's good though. It's delicious. I love it. Knox has tipped me $1 and says, "Would you consider playing World of Final Fantasy for summer downtime? It's a love letter to the series and really a solid RPG in its own right. I feel you missed out by skipping it a couple years ago." Knox, honestly, I don't know. Like, it seems like a lot of people these days have wanted me to play RPGs. Like, no lie, in the past couple of weeks since I started playing Super Mario RPG and since I had finished up playing Final Fantasy 4 a couple months ago, people were like, "Phil, when are you going to play Final Fantasy 7? Phil, when are you going to play Final Fantasy 9? Phil, you're going to do the Final Fantasy 12 remaster? Hey, Phil, you're going to play this RPG? You're going to play that RPG? What was it recently? Phantasy Star." People were asking me for Phantasy Star. And I was like, damn, like, it seems like now I'm getting a lot of demand for RPGs, which is kind of interesting because I really like RPGs, but pretty much every time I play one, you know, viewership goes down. It ends up being a more, like, laid back, very, you know, like, half my normal audience shows up. But that's okay as long as people are still supportive during those streams. Perfect example here, Dragon Quest 11. We rarely cracked 250 viewers during those streams, but people came out and were very supportive during those streams. It didn't matter. I didn't care. I was able to do a long-form playthrough of the game and do all the post-game content. It was incredibly fun and one of my favorite games of 2018. Okay? So, I'm open to trying out these RPGs everyone's suggesting as long as we can actually have supportive streams and it's not like, oh, no one shows up and no support and now I'm supposed to somehow make ends meet when no one's doing anything for these RPGs, okay? In particular, to address your request for World of Final Fantasy, honestly, I don't know that much about it. I didn't even hear any demand for it when it came out. I didn't even really know it existed. Honestly, I think I'd be more what's the word? More amenable to playing an older school RPG that people have always asked me for. Like, I'm thinking if I'm going to do a throwback RPG this summer, more than likely it's either going to be Final Fantasy 7 or 9. Because Final Fantasy 7 is one people have asked for forever, and I never did it. I actually like the combat of Final Fantasy 7 a lot. I just don't like the plot. I think the plot of the game is shit. But I really do enjoy the gameplay of it. But Final Fantasy 9, I've never played. Never. So I don't really know anything about it. And so, I guarantee you're going to have a dichotomy. You're going to have half people, we got to see Final Fantasy 7. It's such a classic. We grew up with it. We want to see people play it. On the other flip side, people will be like, man, he's got to play Final Fantasy 9. That's a classic, and he never played it. It'll be honest reactions for the first time of him ever playing the game, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, okay? I guess we'll see. Let's see what happens. But thank you for the suggestion, Knox, and thank you for the tip. Vote Democrat Cheer. He says, I'm about to get food. Should I get Chick-fil-A or Wendy's? Oh, wait. He says Chick-fil-A sandwich or Wendy's chili. See, here's the thing. I've never had Chick-fil-A, but Wendy's chili, in my opinion, is disgusting. So I would go for Chick-fil-A. A lot of people love Chick-fil-A, so I would think that's better. Number one DSP fan tipped me $1 and says, did you ever share your Italian meatball sauce recipe with us? Would you consider doing it? Is it a secret family recipe? I did years and years ago when I very first moved here to Washington and I was making it. I think it was either the first or second time I made a batch of it. I did a video of it on my vlogging channel. That was a long time ago, though. And since then, I've had many refinements because now I've literally done it. I mean, I usually make a batch of it every other month. So I've probably done it now over the almost 5 years I've lived here. Dozens of times, right? So now I probably could do it a lot more streamlined and show you a better way to do stuff. Maybe eventually that is something that I will do, but for now it's not really a concern. Okay. But thank you for the tip, number one DSP fan. I'm still updating the tips total, as you can see, for every tip that comes in, so thank you guys. Up to $24 in tips so far. Straight Cash Homie has cheered. He says, we want more horror streams. Onimusha, Fear Effect, Parasite Eve, Call of Cthulhu. Actually, you know what? Is anyone aware that game that came out last year around Halloween, Call of Cthulhu? Is it any good? Because I played the original Call of Cthulhu a couple years ago for a Halloween marathon. It was okay. It had some creepy elements to it, but no one really ever wanted to see me go back to it. What about that new Call of Cthulhu that came out? Was it any good? I don't know. Yoshi don't love her cheered. He says, would you go back and play Neo again? Only thing I can think of for you to play it. Probably not. Like when I played Neo, I did well. That was a fun playthrough, and I ended up doing so well. I was parrying bosses and beating. There's one boss that never even hit me. You know, for me, it's like, do you want to do a redemption run? Not really. There's nothing to redeem. That was a fun playthrough that I feel was a good one, and I honestly don't feel like going back to it. So probably not. Omnipotent Mr. Dr. Profusi cheered. He says, have you considered making a series about Final Fantasy VII, how it is overrated, and have a character that likes Justin Bieber take away your powers? Nah, I've never had any idea like that. You know, I'm not a very original guy. I'm not a very creative guy, as you guys know. I pretty much just sit here and I repeat memes that you've heard a million times, and I do things for brainless sheep. And that's pretty much all I do. Oh, and I also only make things that follow YouTube trends. Like, I do drama news shows, following overdramatic gossip stories and stuff. That's all I really do. I don't actually attempt to make creative series or anything like that. So, I don't think anything like that would ever happen, you know. Okay, then. Alrighty, then. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that is it for now. For the shout-outs, I would like to say thank you to everyone who's contributed so far. By the way, it's funny because I just read the cheering leaderboard and the whole thing shuffled around. Now, Yoshino Lover is actually the top cheerer of the week. So it's funny because the whole thing juggled around and changed. after I read it, but that's for another time, okay? Thank you, everyone, for your support. And it is now time for us to begin with Sekiro. Hoi! Okay? Very nice. All right. Thanks, everybody.